We are live.
Hello, you should share your screen with me.
I will, yes. We are also capturing audio just fine. Everything is golden.
None issues, left beef.
Yes.
Give me 1 second. I will pop into the stream to make sure it sounds okay.
Okay.
Yes, it sounds okay.
I wish my... Oh, I'm not using my... I'm using the wrong keyboard. Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god. We're gonna pop out the player. There we go.
Okay. Phoenix right time.
Phoenix.
Paheenix right.
Phoenix, you will. Bum 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 bum.
Okay. I don't remember what was happening. I've been sick, so I haven't been streaming.
I think we're still investigating.
We came from the guard station.
We did come from the guard station. I think we're trying to find Marshall.
I think so. The Blue Badger is still writhing around today.
No! Not the fucking Blue Badger! No!
Yeah,
Anything
baby.
but the Blue Badger!
That's exactly what the
Let's
voice
give him
line
the-
is.
Are we doing the Blue Badger now?
Yeah.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. We're not doing the part that's the worst part of this entire case, though. Not yet. That's during the trial. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday.
Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel he's going to do something naughty.
Naughty, naughty.
Naughty, naughty.
Naughty, naughty. Look, that patrolman is saluting that other guy. He must be a detective. Ow, that hurt my ears.
Answer
Answer
me,
me.
how many fingers do you see? Do you want to do it?
You can do it.
Okay.
Jack, you're echoing.
Am I?
Yeah, I can hear myself and it hurts my ears.
Poop.
I'm sorry. No.
Well, that's 20 for the left, but nowhere near that for the right. Get glasses, officer. That wasn't a salute, it was an eye test.
They make a good pair.
Okay. Ooh, a car. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white?
No idea. Why?
Well, I think they're designed after a panda. Yeah, sure.
A panda?
Not that I have scientific proof. It's just a theory. A game theory.
A game theory. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory?
It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We'd just been at the zoo, see?
What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo?
Maybe I'm supposed to go somewhere. I've already talked to everyone here. Aha!
No, I should probably pull it up on my phone again.
Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Jack, you should do his voice.
Who?
Give it a second.
What was that?
It's Mike Meekins.
Who?
Hey, wait, hold on. Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator. I'd say I was perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say. I'm trying to get. There we go. I was trying to get his sprite on the screen.
Him. I can do it. It's not a big deal. I just thought it'd be good. I thought you'd be a good fit. You're also at your parents' house right now, so.
Huh?
I said you're also at your parents' house right now, so you don't have to do any voices if you don't want, really.
I don't know. I'm kind of like busy doing a bunch of stuff right now.
That is okay.
Okay.
Apologies.
Hi! Greetings, sir!
Wait, I know who you are.
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir.
Officer Meekins. So you're a guard here at the detention center?
No, sir. I am not, sir. I am a lost little patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report?
No, sir. How should I say this? Wait. He isn't. Is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't. Did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir!
What? What?
Now, this is an unexpected turn of events.
Not examine. Fuck. Talk.
Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir! Sir! Ow! I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir.
So normally there's a guard at the evidence room?
That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw it! A suspicious person in the evidence room! A suspicious person, sir! A suspicious person! What the heck is this guy doing? If he's grading on the ears, good. I think he's supposed to be.
Yeah. So what happened then?
After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. Red, white?
Yes.
The 16th student lying hidden in this school?
Yeah.
And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days?
Might I ask, what happened to your hand?
Sir! There was no one to bandage me, sir! So, I did what I could to wrap it up, sir! A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky.
Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office.
First things first. Tell us how you hurt your hand. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir! Please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir! Phoenix Wright has puppy dog eyes canon.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to label me as a perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim! I would, but you happen to be in detention, and alive and well at that. Oh, yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I don't say he leans heavily on the total stranger side! So, you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department, devoid of light or other creature comforts! I don't know any detectives!
So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir! None! Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir! At least someone around here is more confused than I am. About your hand, did that happen over the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir,
Don't you think you should just confess?
I want a party platter! But, sir, but there was nothing I could do! Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir! Hootin' and hollered!
I hope they're hollering.
Hootin'! I was a hootin' and hollering! And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were... Huh? Then, when I opened my eyes, I was all alone in the evidence room, sir! All alone! Alone, because Detective Goodman had disappeared!
What?
I'm sorry, I went to read it and I tripped over myself. Then, when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir! And then I passed out again! Oh, the shock! Oh, the sorrow, sir! Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared?
That's some story. I wonder if I show him anything. You want to stick lunch? forgetting it's the Y button.
Officer Meekins, this is for you. I'm scared of knives, sir! That's it, sir! Last night, sir! That's the one! I was an apple, sir! In my dreams, sir, and I was being peeled!
On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife.
He's overreacting to the knife. But I guess he's been through a lot.
I'm just trying to, like, think of things I could show him.
Goodman's ID.
You know, that was my
Officer
first
Meekin,
thought, and then I
take
was
a
like,
look at
nah.
this. I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright.
It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Mr. Edgeworth. To Mr. Edgeworth? To Edgeworth.
To Edgeworth. Do you think you could take a look at this?
Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it!
That's what?
My head was a blanket till this very moment. But, sir, now I remember! I remember, sir! You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card! That card was the cause of it all! Oh!
This ID card?
Exactly, sir! That's exactly it! Nothing could be more exact, sir! Nothing! I better pry into this one a little deeper. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman. A lost little lamb, if you will. If I say so myself, I say so. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So, you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me!
What?
Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and laughed at him! Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do unto others before they do unto you! My father's own words, sir!
Sorry. What happened then?
Well... My eyes, sir! Everything went white! When I awoke, I was here! Right.
So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you?
What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim who he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card.
In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim.
And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died.
That's it, sir! That's what I wanted to say! That is, I did say something along those lines!
Huh? But you still ended up here?
They told me it had to be him. They told me it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly?
Oh no.
No, but the videotape is quite clear. Oh no.
Oh no.
Anything but the videotape.
I know this part.
Anything but the videotape, please. I'm begging.
Huh? Videotape?
From the security camera. The crime! My crime! The crime I swore to stamp out! It's there! It's me! It's on tape!
And you waited until now to tell us this?
I'm sorry! Really sorry, sir! I had my badge, I don't deserve
I
it!
forgot to plug in my laptop. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, that's better.
Cool and epic. No thanks. I have my own. Well, guess we'd better go check out the crime scene. And then maybe you're supposed to go to
Yeah.
the guard station. You weren't supposed to go inside.
I didn't mean to.
It's okay. You might have something new to check out anyway.
But wait, wouldn't I go to the detention center?
The crime scene that has to do with Meekins.
Yeah.
So you'd go to the guard room for the evidence room
Oh.
because that's
Oh,
where
yeah.
Meekins supposedly killed.
I didn't mean to say detention center. If I did, I just realized I might have said that.
Yeah, you did.
I did not mean to say that. I meant to say evidence room.
Yes, you're supposed to go to the evidence room. But I think you get to the evidence room from outside the police department.
Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the chief of detectives desk.
It's Police Chief Gant. Hello!
And you're
That's
sure
the
this is
buzz.
all, You know what it means if there's anything missing.
Sir, I'm sure it's mostly likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine.
I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal?
Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. the chief of detectives looks a little flustered. Humana.
Whiteo, my boy, how you been? Swim much?
Yeah, I totally went swimming between the trial and now.
Yeah.
Oh, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
Chief Gant.
And big bar of titties.
Phoenix Wright by disaster. He just Gant's like, excuse me, what are you looking at? And Phoenix is like, titties. Is Edward's gonna be okay?
Oh, Wolvie? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. God, it's like
Gender is fake. The Spanish Inquisition is now.
switching between those two voices is really hard because they're like almost the same.
I can do his voice if you want me to.
One has an ooh
Considering-
voice.
Yeah, I was like, I can do Gant's considering we're doing the ooh voice.
It's okay. You do a lot of the character voices for this
I do.
being my playthrough.
It's because I'm hijacking your Ace Attorney playthrough
Yeah.
because Ace Attorney is my comfort game.
I would hijack your Sam and Max playthrough, but there's already voices.
It's voiced for me.
It's voiced for you.
Yep, well, they had no end of trouble with the boys since last year.
You mean the incident on Gourd Lake?
It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Whiteo?
God, I hate his front-facing sprite.
You can just tell that there's only gonna be the one.
Yeah.
Von Karma.
A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence.
Well, wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence.
In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What?
You know, a lot of people say that this messes with the continuity.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I don't know. I feel like, and you'll know the context in the next game, but I feel like it kind of adds to it.
Okay.
It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf, too, I mean.
There being the prosecutors, I assume?
Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. Look, it's here in plain writing.
What evidence is this?
Now, Whiteo, I can't give away all our secrets just like that.
Gumshoe does!
Right?
And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, so I can't talk about it.
I was expecting much anyway.
You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets, can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut.
Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier. Or, he was the one you were picking on earlier? There we go. Inflection. It matters.
It do.
Huh? You saw that? Whoops.
Pipsy Pipsy!
I made a little fucky wucky.
I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do.
Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him.
Hey, Gant! What did you want the chief of detectives to do?
Grab him with a steak lunch.
Examine the chief of examine the chief of detectives.
What?
Talk to Gant. Edgeworth, evidence per incident. After talking, examine the chief of detectives in the back.
Oh, okay. I get what you mean. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Sorry you had to see that.
What exactly did the chief of police want you to do?
Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. He's just sitting at his desk pouting like a little baby.
Mm-hmm.
They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can.
So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still there?
Of course not. Well, except for this.
What? You kept something?
Sure, why not? It's not even important he didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete.
A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Oh, sorry.
Better make a note of that just in case.
I just saw Emma and was like, yep, that's her line.
Not. It always fucking in Danganronpa and in fucking Ace Attorney. It's like they never show the character that you're playing as, which makes sense because you're playing as them. But then it's like when you go to voice lines, it's like, oh shit, wrong person, wrong voice.
Visual novels are just hard.
True. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor.
Well, I never thought the day would come when Whiteo asked me for help.
I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. I like how he just stares at you for an uncomfortable amount of time.
Yeah.
Now, Whiteo.
Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all.
Whiteo, please, do I look like a selfish man?
Yes.
Heck, if anyone asked me, so could I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content, knock yourself out.
I don't know why I thought that said Kentucky Fried Chicken, but maybe my brain needs work.
Your brain is hungry.
But I ate earlier.
Yeah.
I made shrimp Alfredo.
You gotta eat again.
But I had like 3 whole helpings.
And?
And I'm not actually that hungry.
That's understandable.
I was gonna wait, and then I was probably gonna make like toast or a bagel or something after we were done.
Just goes to show, you never know until you ask.
And for you here, you can borrow this.
Huh? Hey! This is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it.
Yes, sir. It's an honor.
You just run along and do your best now. Waiter, folks.
Disappears.
Goodbye.
Looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID.
You seem happy.
Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to go to the evidence room now, sir.
I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. We don't need another fucking Meekins running around here.
Go to the evidence room. Do I have to go from the entrance?
Yes. Because then it's the guard station.
Oh, then the guard station. Okay.
And then you have to go to the evidence room.
No, wait, fuck.
You have to, because I think you have to bribe, you have to bribe, Marshall into letting you in, I thought? The evidence room is beyond that door.
And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open.
The card reader's turned off, see?
What is that security guard thinking?
Howdy, partners. Well, what's made my Bambina sky so gray?
Don't be fucking weird.
Officer Marshall! Why does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Yeah! That card you got there on your chest. It's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw?
You ain't never been to the country. Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. Looks like the card reader's on again. Well, while we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you, hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that?
And did I do that?
I only said I didn't wish to speak with you.
Ooh, fucking got him.
Fucking got him. Idea. Marshall just throws in Spanish sometimes, right?
Mhm.
Phoenix just out of nowhere goes, do you even have any idea what you're saying? And Marshall was like, what? And then Phoenix is like, I'm fluent in Spanish. Do you even know what the fuck you're saying? My mom taught me Spanish. She spoke Spanish growing up when I was growing up. Do you even know what you're saying, man? Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres.
Well, try to talk to him anyway. I was wondering if we could talk to you.
I think you have to present the dinner to him first.
Oh, I thought the dinner was for fucking...
It's for Marshall.
For some reason.
I think it's because he said something about wanting one earlier, but then he said it wasn't for sale.
Sorry. He's not
No,
gonna
you're
talk
good.
to me, so I was just gonna skip through it. I could've just circled back. Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna examine it. Look at that. Tip it upside down.
Butter.
Kia!
Butter.
Butter is not for meat. You cannot convince me otherwise.
No, I think you're right. I mean, I buttered my hot dog bun the other day, but
That's a bun, though. That's different.
I put
You
the
don't
butter on the
butter your
bun.
steak
No.
No. That smell. Ah,
Steak with a
remind me of
slight-
Texas.
with like a hint of butter is so good.
Okay.
Okay, rich boy.
Whatever you say, rich boy. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas?
Nah, I'm from New York. Nah, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this for my baby?
Yeah, Miss Starr.
Oh, are you from Texas? Nah, I'm from Jersey.
Jersey Mike's.
Ooh, what's this?
What? What's wrong?
Filet steak lunch. I see. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means.
All right, Bambina, you win. Ask anything. Finally, it seems like.
He's willing to talk. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
You're a good eye, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Ah, that poor little doggy. Poor guy. I I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly.
Ain't that the
Like
bitch
that
from
bitch
Lilo
from-
and Stitch?
Yeah. I was literally saying that, and then you were saying it.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Same brain.
Exactly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? I mean, I would too.
Yeah.
Especially, like, given the circumstances.
Right. So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy.
No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy.
It was probably like a car or something.
Mm-hmm.
There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kind of like that dude Broccoli. They sneak in next to your steak, you know?
I love
Jack,
broccoli.
is this you? Except Jack likes like steamed broccoli.
Ah. Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
It was always a dream to be. Oh, it was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. It's all gone now. I can drink a hole in a prairie fire.
You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you?
And that was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case. That's right. The evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. I mean, it's not totally dead, I guess.
Mhm.
Because, I mean, we brought up DL6 probably definitely after the
Right.
transferals.
That was like almost 15 years after it took place, too.
Yeah. I don't know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do.
Oh, only 2 of them? There must be a dozen.
Like I said, Bambina, mean machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. Easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. Nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? Oh, excuse me. One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. Thus, the card reader by the door. Card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. So this is the ID card record.
Hey, I've seen that somewhere before.
Sorry, Bambina, can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record card just now. I've seen that number before.
Maybe there's some way I could prove that the record is tied to the stabbing. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? Goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. Oh, the records room, probably.
Hmm.
It's what we call transferal. We do it every February.
I see now.
Transferals like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago.
See this? This is the victim's ID card.
Ah, the one that was found on the ground in the parking lot? The number on this is 5842189.
Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Look, the fourth number. It's a perfect match.
It was used at 514, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world.
So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room.
But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show you his ID card? What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me! If he had his ID card then... why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. Guess I can give you this ID card record. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Even this room fucking gives me flashbacks.
Mm-hmm.
It's quiet. The investigation must be over here.
So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me.
I wasn't fucking trying to. This feels more like the biolab that was turned into a morgue.
Yeah. Eek. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So, is it true what I heard?
Whido, please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, so can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that wound to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out.
I almost said content because that's the saying.
It would have been the same. It's fine. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police Gant. Will loan anyone $50? Even me? Oh, poor Gumshoe.
Oh, so that's what you were talking about.
Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today?
Boss for a day.
But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you want to have this. I love Gumshoe.
Yeah, he's a sweet man. So
Gant be like,
sorry.
Gant be like, we can't give all our secrets away. Gumshoe be like, you want it? Take it.
Yeah. So Detective Goodman, you're boss for a day?
Or Gumshoe.
What did I say?
You said Goodman.
Oh fuck. Yeah, he did.
Detective Goodman, are you drunk?
Detective
dead.
Goodman is dead.
That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
I ain't got no underlings. They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Gumshoe. I'm adamant, though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe?
What the fuck? Your chat, Holly's chats aren't showing up on my thing.
Oh. Oh, is it because you have it through YouTube?
Well, I've got multi-stream chat set up.
Oh, weird.
Normally it would show like both YouTube and
How are
Twitch
things?
chats.
How are things layered? Hot Cowboy, Police Officer, Taka, Dilf, Control Self, Gant. Gant and Chihiro have the same voice actor. Who knew? Making stupid jokes even though no one's reading chat. Can't stop me. Hot Cowboy. Ombrace, he's so international. Well, I can't believe Marshall and Akane have the same voice actor.
Thank you, Holly, for making these jokes in chat. It wasn't popping up on my my stream thing, so I didn't know you were doing them.
And I just have the walkthrough up on my phone.
Here,
Apologies.
I'll pull up Twitch separately here.
I have Twitch up on my phone now too. Ugh.
There we go.
I've got a scab on my ear.
That sucks.
Also, I'm like sweaty. I got like a hot flash all of a sudden. Oh, this brick wall is cool and I like it.
Give me chat, you coward. Give me the chat, you coward. Try to pop out the chat.
Understandable. Oh, this wall is cool and it feels nice. Oh.
Ugh, I have to full screen it. There we go. That's fine.
Tweaker Time. We're streaming on the Tweaker Time YouTube channel.
Yes. Okay. We will now continue.
course, I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open?
I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right?
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. Wow, I can't believe Hajime and Phoenix have the same voice actor. I guess this is what you call fate. Miss Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case.
There you go. Now I've got both chats open. Separate from
Cool.
OBS. I'll figure that out later, see if I can get Twitch's chat to pop back up on
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker's fixed, only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Wow, I'm on my third card since entering the force already. Yeah.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
Right hand.
I know that's... I know that that's not what they're talking about, but my head was like, nor would you want to.
Yeah. Right hand. Oh, you mean your fingerprint?
Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint.
Beep.
Beep. So the only locker we can open is our own.
Funny, they look like normal lockers.
These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handle, see? Holly asks, did Gumshoe shit in the evidence locker?
Yes.
I fucking hope not. Oh, God.
He did. The handles.
On the other side of the handles is a sensor. And if the wrong person touches it...
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Zap! You get a shock.
That's what happened. My hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. What's this? Blood?
It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here.
It looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
Mr. Wright, what if there are other bloodstains left in the room?
We should use your testing fluid to check it out.
Little do we know, it's just paint.
Yeah, they just spilled paint everywhere.
Yeah. Ah, yes, Sans was here.
Sans? In the evidence locker? What will he do?
You shit.
Shit.
I knew it! This is someone's right handprint.
What? What's the matter, Detective? Detective Gumshoe?
No.
This locker, it's mine.
It's yours?
Please. You have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't know to fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans. Count on you guys! Believe me, you can't trust the police!
What? But you're a detective.
Gumshoe says ACAP.
Oh,
Do I like the... Whoa! Do I like the blue or the pink better? This is what I have to decide now.
for what?
The blue or the pink? I like the pink better. There we go. That's it. That's the post. There must have been... That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Gumshoe, please.
He's a little bit of a dummy.
He is, but I love him. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien?
He was an android.
Detective Goodman become human.
This proves that something really happened in front of this locker.
I'll make a note of it in the floor plans. Hey! If you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked.
Yes, Holly Phoenix is testing fluid.
Luminol.
I don't believe there's any blood anywhere else.
I don't think so. Go back to by the door, maybe. That first locker, I think. Maybe, on the top.
Why am I getting a reaction here?
There's no reason for the... sorry, I moved the mic away from my face. There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant. Hey! That's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal.
What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid.
Where'd you get your hands on that? This next line, I'm pretty sure you can tell, is where you can tell when this game was originally made.
Mm-hmm. Huh?
I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where'd you get this, Emma?
I always buy it by mail order.
Well, I'd better jot this down on the floor plans.
Mail
Well, I
order.
always get it from Amazon.
The Scholastic Book Fair.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah. Alright, I feel like that's all.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all of the blood.
Look, the metal detector, the fishing pole, and probably the dog in that bag.
Yeah. Missiles in the bag, what will he do?
That was his name.
The dog being named Missile reminds me of that post where it's like, girls like sensitive men, so I got a dog. But girls also like tough guys, so I named him Rocket Launcher. Some shit like that.
Yeah.
There's something sticking out of here.
Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case.
Wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently.
How do you know?
If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The god checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence?
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too.
I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. I wouldn't. I fucking hate tucking my shirt in. You're gonna talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal.
It hurts my feelings.
You're hurting my fucking feelings, man. You're the reason I go home and drink.
Oh no. Look, this one's open, and the red indicator light above the door is lit.
That locker's coated with Detective Goodman's foot. I almost said gumshoes, but I didn't get to the guff part. So I said detective, and then I paused, and then I went to say it again. Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker.
Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. Oh, my ear itches, sorry. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere.
What is a saw and paint doing here?
Since the dawn of time. True art has always been a war against oppression. Why is Gumshoe fucking woke?
True art. I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here.
Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger? Well, you might say this is my studio. Fucking Gumshoe pulling out wokeness just to be like, oh yeah, this is where I made the Blue Badger.
Yeah.
Here? In the evidence room? Really? Right in front of my salad?
Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces.
Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? Oh god, you're about to play a fucking, like, mini-game puzzle shit. Holly says Gumshoe is so woke. I love him.
Yeah.
There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from The Case.
The case?
The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces here? Another piece of SL9 evidence. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke.
You want to try to put it back together?
Good luck, pal. It's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. Yes, but I'm sure you're kind of an idiot.
That's why I always carry around a tube of glue.
Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Holly says Emma eats glue. So does Chiaki. Holly says twinsies. I needed to look at his shorts.
sizing's just a little weird.
Yeah. It took me fucking forever to do that. I commend you.
I like a good mini game.
True.
Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing.
Yeah, I got that far in 2 minutes myself. The problem's finishing it.
Were some pieces stolen?
I bet they were missing to begin with. Still. Doesn't look like the most stable kind of jaw.
I kind of understand how it got broken. Cool. Glove. Someone left a glove here, but only one.
Detective Gumshoe, maybe?
They just really like blaming Gumshoe.
They fucking knew. There you go, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. It's the evidence from the case, you know? You mean SL9? It does have a tag on it.
Wubble glove.
Which means that Gumshoe wasn't even supposed to have the fucking access to that locker, you ingrates.
I'm trying to think of, like, if I need to check anything else. This place is stuffed with evidence. Stuffed with dreams.
I'm not so sure about the dreams.
It won't open.
You really think it would? Hey pal, our security is high-tech around here. To put these pieces together, it makes a jar.
There are two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Two, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke.
Make sure to remember that next time I make a jar. Phoenix of Ceramics?
Phoenix Ceramics boy.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he was. I don't know if it was canon that he was an arts major, but I think he was an arts major.
Oh wait, and then I could ask. Oh, could have asked Gumshoe too. 1 second. Maybe before. I was gonna ask Gumshoe about motherfucking.
Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. Ah, I heard the rumors. So, it was Goodman who came in here on the time of the murder. Whoa!
What is it?
That second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth!
What?
The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth! Did Edgeworth really commit murder?
Yes.
Oh god, oh fuck.
Took him long
Edgeworth allow Edgeworth to commit murder 2021.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Ace Attorney 7, but instead of getting framed for murder, he fucking gets he gets convicted of it.
Yeah.
What?
There was I don't know if it was a Twitter post or a Tumblr post or whatever, but it was like, Edgeworth at 3 in the morning, Phoenix. If I committed murder, would you make sure I was prosecuted to the
saw
fullest
that.
extent of the law? And then Phoenix was like, no, I'd be the one to defend you so you can get away with it. What?
Yeah.
Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Oh no, it was in a I would eat the evidence.
Yeah.
Which I thought was extra fucking funny.
I think I reblogged that one.
Not only would he, but he fucking did. Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking maybe I
Yeah,
could ask
okay.
him if he went into the evidence room on the day of the murder, but whatever.
But apparently, no. We have to go talk to Mr. Edgeworth.
Mhm.
Me sounds upset. Me is actually excited.
Mhm.
I want to see my husband.
I'm slowly remembering how to get places.
Nice. I love the fucking Steel Samurai.
Yeah.
Well, this place is
Also-
as classy today as it was yesterday.
I think I already pointed it out to you, but did you see the colors of the chess pieces on his
Yeah.
fucking chessboard?
Mm-hmm.
The fandom has a fucking heyday with that one. And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here.
I'm sure he's off doing important investigations.
Miles Edgeworth investigations? I hope that's what he's doing.
Hmm?
I guess we'll have to come back.
I could probably ask Mr. Marshall about the numbers.
Maybe, yeah. The sheriffs back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. The only thing they trusted was their shooting hand.
This is neither wild nor west here.
Sorry. But that and this are two different things entirely.
I guess so? Huh? I'm lost.
Oh, looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy.
I'm a widow stumped.
Phosphor Day, Edgeworth, evidence locker, SL9, ID card record. Putting the pieces together. Court record. Luminol, spray. Okay, so we missed something, I think.
In the evidence room?
Not in the evidence room, give me a second.
Oh, okay.
We already did the underground parking lot. Go. Okay. Go to present. Go to present. This isn't gonna help the case, but it is gonna be something funny. Go to the luminol fluid. Use it.
Use it? Wait.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
How do you? I don't know how you use it.
Let me... There you go.
And then you would go to court record, and then you would use it on the very top of the tall cactus.
What is that?
Blood on the top of the
Brain
cactus.
goop. Brain goop on the cacti.
Wow, we
It
got a
looked like
reaction.
brain.
There's clearly blood around the spines here.
It looked like a brain.
This room's pretty messy. Someone must have tripped over something. You should get an achievement. And planted their head right in these spines.
I don't think that cactuses cause blood.
They might, depending on how sharp the spines are
Yeah.
and how quickly you hit them.
My grandma's got some, like, really, really nasty spiny ones. She has a lot of cactuses.
Cacti.
Cacti. Fun fact, both terms are correct.
True.
I think that might be more painful than being murdered.
Why do the blood stain
Did you get
look
the
like
achievement?
brain?
I don't think I got an achievement.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna spray other things.
But that was like the only. I saw that and I was like, oh shit, Katie's got to do it.
Yeah. Ah!
Meet Gumshoe tells you to talk to the suspect in the evidence case. You move to the detention center. You talk to Meekins. You presented Goodman's ID. You moved to criminal affairs. You talked to Gant. You got your permission. Talk to Marshall. Guard office. Marshall. Security system. Transferal. Present Goodman's ID. You already did that. You talked to Gumshoe. Evidence safe. Evidence locker. You already presented Goodman's note or the switchblade knife to, no you didn't. You gotta go talk to Gumshoe again.
Oh, okay.
And then you need to present, either Goodman's note or the switchblade knife. Detective Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. Bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? Guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there's some loose ends left on that case.
Okay.
And then you can talk to him about it, I think, is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, baby.
Now that was a bloody violent case. Violent, so it was a murder? A serial killing. A serial killing. Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him.
And this was 2
What
years
is
ago?
that noise?
That is Jack.
Yeah, but I wanted to
Yum.
know what specifically it was. Oh. That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence? The rumor come out? Does Miles Edgeworth is gay?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Take a look at the man and tell me he likes women. Look me dead in the eye and tell me he likes women. So that I can look at you and tell you that you're fucking wrong. We're supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is.
Huh? What do you mean?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see?
So that switchblade knife.
The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Oh, that was supposed to be Phoenix. Who cares?
Yeah.
Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going to? Just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee. Inquiry committee should be let out soon. I'm not trying to give him a speech impediment, I swear. It's just hard for me not to stumble over my words. Apparently, that could be an ADHD thing.
It is.
Where it feels like your mouth is moving too fast, so
Yeah.
you stumble over everything. I didn't know that. I'm gonna go give them a report for the day. On that Trey Bien fucking flyer.
Yeah.
It might help, you know?
Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer?
The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I'm not too sure. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I hiccup. I'm off, pal. Later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too.
Now I can go talk to Edgeworth, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that means.
Fuck. Got ahead of myself. Pushing buttons. Way too fast.
Understandable. Bum, 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 bum.
The High Prosecutor's Office.
He's high?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, my apologies.
I think this might be where that fanfic got off saying that Miles fucked the bellboy.
Probably.
Oh, it's you.
Have we met somewhere?
Huh?
Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long.
Is Edgeworth here?
There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand.
Right.
He has the hotel bring him tea service?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry?
God, that's a mouthful.
That is a mouthful.
I am.
I didn't realize that you were doing a line or a continuation of it, and so you just said I am, and I'm like, I would not know if you were a mouthful. Can we not? Can we not do this?
I am, baby. Wink wonk.
Katie, I'm not comfortable talking about this with you. I don't want to know. I actually wouldn't care. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Show us the sprite where he looks like the cat meme! I just want to see it!
Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Not in the slightest.
Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow.
The real info's on the other side, Edgeworth.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him.
Yeah, probably. So, how did the inquiry committee go?
Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation.
Which it was.
Concealing evidence?
Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again.
Again? Again? By Yui?
I've heard them say so. I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago.
SL6?
SL9.
You were close.
DL6?
Yeah. SL6, just the combination of the two. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow?
The DL9 incident.
DS6.
Well, I'm
Isn't
still
that
the
just the
presiding
new
prosecuting
3DS?
attorney. However,
What'd you say, Jack?
I said DS6, and I was like, wait, isn't that just the new 3DS?
yes.
Yeah.
DS, DS Lite, DSi.
Something happened?
They gave control of the investigation over to the police department.
The police department.
Yes. Any further investigation over this case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results.
Yikes. I see.
Why, I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still.
Wow. I've never seen him this out of sorts.
Can I show him a thing?
I keep wanting to make a joke, but I can't. Oh, right. I'd better check this now.
As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage?
Edworth, you went to the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less.
Yes, that's true.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please don't look at me like that.
I only committed murder.
I only stabbed a man.
Once.
I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less.
The chief of police?
He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office.
But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed.
The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
Can I ask what kind of case it was?
I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case.
Now I'm curious about the other case. I'd better make a note of it.
Squidwibble.
Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Yeah. Oh.
In Metopia, I made Phoenix a stubborn cleric.
I may leave this here for tonight.
Understandable. Wait, I'm gonna see how close you are.
Yeah, that might be better.
To talk. You only have this and one more room to go.
Oh fuck. Okay, never mind.
You need to present something about SL9 to him.
Oh, okay.
The same way that you did with, like, Gumshoe.
I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right?
It has to do with that case you were on. The SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in.
You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life.
And I love you.
I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later.
He must be talking about
But
his
that's
father.
DL6.
That's not SL9. He must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth. Why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth.
Walk. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time. Damon Gant.
That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too then. Wacky old coot.
No, wacky old coot. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth?
Of course he does. He has clinical anxiety.
Man's got anxiety, baby.
This man's got fucking PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to know is why was a deputy chief of police on the investigation?
In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal.
Oh god.
We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed.
Wait, you didn't...
Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science. Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminol testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this.
Crack cocaine? Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth!
Yes! Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints. It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will.
Edgeworth, I'm really...
No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved.
There's, this isn't much of a spoiler, it's just like a joke spoiler, but there's part in Apollo Justice where, Apollo has to use, like, the fingerprint powder or whatever, and Phoenix is like, go talk to the, or, like, it was either he has it, or he's like, go talk to the detective on the case and get it, but he won't call it the fingerprint powder, he's just calling it, like, white powder, the white stuff, shit like that, like he's talking about crack.
I love that.
And, Emma's the one that's on the investigation.
I love that.
So it's funny. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well?
Well, let's get going. One last investigation.
Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint.
Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker.
Let's use a secret weapon we just borrowed.
I don't know if it's borrowing if you, like, gave it to you.
It was a gift from your boyfriend, idiot.
Yeah.
Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger.
A finger?
Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print.
Probably the thumb. No.
I really can't tell the difference at a glance.
Sorry.
Probably the index finger.
Because the thumb would have been kind of on its side.
Yep.
Quit
That
procrastinating
do be
and
how
choose a
thumb
finger.
work.
I think I skipped text. I apologize.
You're good. That do be how thumb work.
Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done.
Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes.
First, we sprinkle the aluminum
Phoenix,
powder
don't adopt another stray.
He needs another one.
You can't afford it. I think Edgeworth kind of adopts her in a sense, because she's also in like the investigations games.
Ah.
Huh? How do you do that?
With enter, see?
My favorite thing is that they're not like it's not like with the thing dummy and then like in parentheses it's like push enter. It's like with enter C and they just use actual video game mechanics.
Yeah.
Just the thought of them being like, you push enter, stupid.
I'm gonna start telling people that when they ask me how to do something.
It looks like that. Yeah, it looks like that did the trick.
The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess.
Huh? How do I do that? With your mouth, idiot.
With
Press
E.
B to blow.
Yeah.
No, you press E to blow, idiot.
Press B to blow.
It's E,
Blow.
stupid.
Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See?
Wow. That looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though.
It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. But you just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are
And
the
then you
basics
chop
of
it up into
fingerprinting, Mr.
lines and
Wright.
you snort it up your nose.
Yeah.
I guess I'd better give it a try. Phoenix Wright tries cocaine. Yes, that is definitely what trying cocaine sounds like.
No, I actually did it. I thought it was gonna be like a small print. Aha! You did it! You found one!
No, the prints are fucking huge. But this looks nothing like a fingerprint.
Blow.
Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't.
What does it mean? That we already did blow.
Oh.
I think it means we're out of
It's a
luck.
glove.
It mean,
Glove print.
yeah, that they're wearing gloves, probably. Out of luck?
The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves.
Way ahead of you, game.
Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here.
Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints?
Other prints?
Looking at the locker door again closely. It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print.
Fingerprints outside the blood.
Oh.
Then you gotta do it more so that it adheres more to the print.
Lay it on.
A lot of times you're gonna have to, yeah, a lot of times you're gonna have to do it like twice over, once to get a sense of where the print is, and another to actually get it to do what it needs to do.
Yeah. Yay! A print so clear it's dazzling.
Dazzling?
Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away.
So we're not done yet? This is quite a process.
What did you think? You were just gonna fucking know who it was by seeing the fingerprint and be like, oh yeah, look at that, that's like a fucking gumshoe or something. Whatever.
Oh my
Shaking my
God.
head, Phoenix.
Well, there's no point in
Oh my
finding a
God.
fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right?
I guess she's right. What the fuck, Phoenix? Maybe it's he's just like, you know, I'm not supposed to be the one doing this.
Yeah.
But if we want evidence that hasn't been fucking tampered with, I have to fucking do it.
Yeah. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth. And point out the person you think left these prints.
Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was?
I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints will we most likely find on this evidence locker? The gumshoe. Because it's his Wacko.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, baby. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look.
I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what?
Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. I guess they never miss,
I guess
huh?
they never miss. You got a boyfriend? I bet he doesn't kiss ya.
Jesus.
No, wait. Emma, right. Emma is my age or a year younger. She would know it. She would fucking know it.
She would.
She would. Well, because she's 16 or 15 or 16, right? And Maya was 16 or 17. So she's like my age. She was born in like 2001-ish. So like, she would. She would know the shitty jokes that we're making.
You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright.
Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out.
Fuck, sorry. I hit
It's
B
fine.
instead of A. Okay,
You're good.
wanna try using this?
There go her eyes sparkling again. I feel like Phoenix, with most people, he has this like snarky attitude, at least in his head. But then Emma's like gets really excited about something, and he's like dad mode. It's dad time.
It is dad time.
Okay, let's check for prints.
That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first.
What?
The area with the blood was wiped away, right?
We only ended up finding it using chemical means.
Any prints on that area will have been wiped away too.
Oh, right. So that means no prints.
Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high?
Shut the fuck up, I went to art school. Don't ask me.
Anyway, we must try to find fingerprints that weren't wiped away.
Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand.
Think. I don't see any, like, weird coloring.
Just to the left of the middle finger.
Oh.
Where the index finger would be, yeah.
Cover it real good.
So you don't have to do it a fucking second time.
Do have to do it a second time, god damn it.
Yep, at the top, at the bottom.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, these fingerprints, they...
Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know?
It's Officer Marshall.
What are you meowing for, Tucker? She's just sitting behind me meowing. What a good
What is all that zipping for? What are you doing?
Officer
Zipping up my
Marshall.
backpack.
That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime.
You don't know that.
Mm.
Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's print. The luminol reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place.
Oh. Oh!
So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain.
But why would Officer Marshall...
It looks like her investigation is finally turning up some results. She's so distraught about Marshall, and Phoenix is like, all right, we're getting somewhere. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence.
I don't believe it. To be continued.
Aww. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
You do saving time.
Saving time.
Alright. It is bedtime for all the good little boys and girls.
Yes, it is.
That means I ain't gotta fucking go to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh! I'll finish drawing and then I'll probably lay down.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll see you guys probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye. Good